my wardrobe. I've got a couple of items that need to be repaired, so that is what I am doing. And I wanted to bring up this topic that came up in a conversation when I was having a conversation with a new friend about some of the decisions that I've made. So again, my name is Samantha Gillis. New friends are getting to know me as Josie, and my story goes, I am an online entrepreneur. I help people with confidence building, especially in the areas of broadcasting. And my company is called the Light Warriors Academy. Okay. I've got two beautiful little girls, and I've gone through some stuff in my world that has left me with some internal external scar tissue. So I really didn't want to pass that on to my children. And so I made some really hard decisions, which in my life and the things that I've done has allowed me to make hard decisions. So this is what I'm repairing. It's the pocket of my backpack. And you can see it's awfully dirty. The stuff goes in there, but then the seam opened up, so everything falls down into the lining of my backpack, and that's not helpful. So now I'm pulling out one of my mama skills, and I am repairing it. And only a handful of people this day and age would actually know how to do this. How funny is that? I think that just blows my mind and makes me feel really, really crazy. And I have to give credit to my mom, who made me take sewing class when I was a kid, even though I didn't want to, because it has been one of my number one skills that I've used in my adult life. It saved me lots and lots of times. And some of these new millennials, they're like, yeah, when something breaks or when one of my clothes or a garment gets damaged, I just throw it away. I'm like, really? Like, sewing's so easy, especially hand sewing. I can't even imagine. But that's people just don't have the skills that to do things anymore, which is why it's so important that you get out of your own way and share your knowledge and wisdom with others, and not just for like free, but getting divinely compensated for your skills and wisdoms. And yeah, it's just so important. So anyways, a little bit off topic there. I wanted to so I was walking down the street with a new friend of mine, and I was sharing my story about my kids, and she said to me, she said, "Well, aren't you worried when they grow up that they're going to resent you for and feel like they abandoned you?" And I said to her, I said, the only way that would happen, because you have to understand, I've gone out of my way to make sure that I stay in touch, that I still make them feel special when and where I can. And it breaks my heart every day to not be able to be there teaching them and raising them. But when push comes to shove, that's selfish of me. That's just me wanting to be there and be with them. They're safe, they're guarded, they're well taken care of right now by their dad, who I still care for. I built and created that relationship. That wasn't easy either, but I have a good and healthy relationship with my separated husband. So yeah, so once a week, me and my daughters, we talk. It's not great. They don't really enjoy talking to a screen with me. They just run off, and it breaks my heart on a consistent basis. But the journey that I've done, the reasons that I've been able to make the decisions that I've made is because I did this with by choosing to take a chance on myself, by choosing to bet on myself. I put a lot of time, space, and effort into my learning process of being able to create a successful business. So the last thing I needed was just to get out of my own way. But I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to get out of my own way. And one of the things that I always wanted to do was travel and explore and see the world. And me and my husband didn't have the same points of view of what that was like. He wanted to have an experience of 5-star living, and I wanted to live in the adventure of the process. So we realized that we didn't have the same points of view when it came to being curious about the world. So so we got to the point where we became comfortable with getting uncomfortable and creating the separation between us. And my children, like I said, I worked really hard to build the relationship that I have with my husband, and my children are happy, comfortable, and safe. And the only way that they would ever feel in resentment of this journey that I chose would be is if I didn't succeed. I came out, I created this reality on purpose for purpose. And that's the difference. That's what people don't really understand. I didn't do it because I abandoned the life that I was living. I did it because I wanted to expand the life that I was living. And the things that I was doing, the habits that I was in, the circle that I was creating wasn't working, wasn't giving me the allowance to do the things to create that reality that I wanted to create. I had to get out of my own comfort zone in order to do that. I had to discover what and who Samantha was, because I had become so detached from knowing who I was as a person that no wonder I couldn't really create anything, because I was so lost in my own identity. So that's where the nomadic reality started to begin. And I would not be able to do any of this, or I have been able to do any of this, however you want to look at it, because I created my goals and I created my roadmap first. And like I said, the only way my children will ever feel abandoned based on the choices that I've made is if I fail. And the only way I will fail is if I give up on myself. And if I give up on myself, then I've repeated the cycle of what I'm trying to avoid, from what the healing process that I'm trying to heal through that was passed down to me. You see, my mom gave up. She gave up on living. And I'm at that place in my reality right now where I'm in the cycle. Okay. And if I don't if I choose to give up on myself at this point in time, then I'm going to be passing on the same pain and problems that my mom gave to me. Okay. And if I succeed, when I succeed, then I will have healed that generational curse that was passed on to me. And it is through that that has allowed me the opportunity to move out of my comfort zone and to be able to actually do the things that are considered irrational or chaotic or crazy, right? It's because I created that roadmap first. It's because I didn't know the how of how things were going to get done, but my why was big enough. You see, you hear that all the time. You don't have to know the how, but you have to know the why. When you realize the why, the how will take care of itself. And through that, when you follow your why, it is going to take you on that healing journey to go through the things that you need to go through in order to achieve the things that you truly desire. But you have to be willing to make your why big enough. My why was I wanted my children to not have to be exposed to the pain that I went through in my childhood. And there's nothing that I can do about that. That's history. It's something that was done, but I can choose to break the pattern. And the way that I have chosen to break the pattern has been by doing this nomadic journey, by giving me this space to learn how to be happy just by being myself. This is not something that I chose to do to abandon the life that I have. This is a choice that I chose to do to expand the life that I have. And I had to do that by stepping out of the life that I had so I could fix the insides of me. So when I go back to the life that I had, which won't be the same, and I'm not expecting it to be, but we can create uh, uh, I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but we can meld it together. We can mesh it together to create something that's going to be even greater. And that's my aim. That is what's given me the courage to do this, to start investing not only in exterior things like the stock market or Bitcoin or real estate or my business, but to invest in myself and my trust in myself. Because I don't know about you and I don't know your story, but chances are you've gone through your own shit too. Because that's the people that I attract. I attract people that are creative because they've gone through shit. They suppress themselves and they keep putting boxes on themselves. And oftentimes, those boxes look like domestic bullshit. Sometimes they look like I can create a certain amount of success, but I can't let myself break through the ceiling. Because somewhere along the line, you've been told that you weren't good enough or what you were doing was stupid. It wasn't stupid. It was your expression of who you are. And what happened is by listening to those exterior points of view, it has caused you to create a root. And that's what the healing journey is breaking through that roof or tearing it apart or melting it, whatever the visualization might be for you. So that's what I've got for you in why I have the courage in being able to make these extreme choices. Now, if you are looking to break out of your comfort zone, if you know inside of you that there's more to you than what you're experiencing, I recommend and suggest and invite you to join the Light Warriors Academy, because the Light Warriors Academy is a safe space that I've built for people like you to step into your brilliance and your brightness and to learn from others how to heal yourself from the inside out. And every day I am getting new experts in there willing to share their wisdom so you can grow greater, so you can understand just a little bit more of what it takes for you to trust you and start moving into the life that you truly deserve, that is authentic to your energy. Maybe nomadic travel isn't what's right for you, but maybe it is. Maybe breaking out of your comfort zone is just, I don't know. I'm going to let you answer that question. What does breaking out of your comfort zone look and feel like to you? And you know what? The brave and bold of you will answer that question down in the comments below. Anyway, my friend, thank you for joining me on this live. Let me know if you are here on the replay by doing hashtag replay. If you're here live, make sure you say hello. If you are a part of the Light Warriors Academy, I am just so grateful. And if you're not a part of the Light Warriors Academy, it's free to join right now. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that a link is attached to this video. But if I miss this, because this is being broadcasted to numerous channels, you can search for the Light Warriors Academy, by going to facebook.com and searching the Light Warriors Academy. You'll find it. So I've got a free book in there that you can read on how to get from repressed to radiant, step into your authenticity. And I keep just sharing better and fantastic resources in there on how you can step into creating your map, getting vulnerable to creating the life that you truly desire and want. Desire and want? No. That you truly desire. And it just gets bigger, bolder, and more exciting every single day. So that's Light Warriors Academy. Thank you for joining me here. If you are a mom, let me know how you felt about this conversation, because I know it is such a different point of view. And I just love to hear your comments. Make it the best day possible.